Looking at technological influences, this is quite a big section, so I've broken it down into two parts. This is part one. So how do changes in technology affect business activity, including the use of computer packages, CAD, CAM, computerized stock control, e-commerce and m-commerce, so selling online or through mobile apps, digital and social communication with customers. So when you're answering a question like this, but whichever one this is, you might want to use some of these types of words or phrases. So usually, particularly machinery and CAD and CAM and automation is quicker, more accurate. You can produce higher output. With that higher output, you get lower unit costs. Remember, technical economies of scale, more efficient, possibly more workers, fewer workers needed even, or fewer workers needed in the kind of manual labour type of thing. With e-commerce, m-commerce, you might be able to reach a wider market. It's more convenient for those customers, but there may be some disadvantages as well. Training, which is going to cost money, might be needed. It's an investment. The maintenance that's needed as well, ongoing updates as well. If you've got fewer workers needed, you might have industrial action caused as well. So looking at past paper question, explain why the use of ICT might benefit Gavin and Nita's business in purchasing materials using e-commerce and creating customer records using a database. So firstly, e-commerce, which is selling online. You can see images of the product, can compare many products, and prices of sellers can be compared quite easily. No need to travel to the suppliers. You can pay online. It's all really convenient for them. Remember, they're there purchasing their materials using e-commerce, possibly maybe cheaper because you're able to compare more easily, wider choice, and you can order any time of the day, so maybe more convenient for them. If they're using a database to create customer records, more effective data handling, so you can sort and search for customer records really easily, and inputting the data, and they're stored on a hard drive or some way of storing them, so multiple people can access it. You can edit them, make changes, create reports as well on company data, see trends. This one's a bit of a niche reason, but create mail merge, so you can send out, in terms of like direct marketing, if you want to do an email campaign, you can get the emails and send them out really easily. Marketing, you could have a loyalty scheme, a more digital based loyalty scheme. So those are some, I think those are quite hard, those questions, only worth 4 marks though. So different types of computer packages, we've already looked at databases, so these are the ones that you need to know about. So it is word processing packages, so making documents online or on your computer. So the popular ones we know about, like Word, Google Docs, those types of things. The name for them are word processing packages, but sometimes in exams students will mention brand names. They have accepted that in the past, but try and use the actual official name of them rather than the brand name. Databases, Oracle is a really famous company that make databases. Spreadsheets, we know about Excel, so this is really good for handling data, doing calculations. Video conferencing, we all know about that now with the lockdown, but Skype, very famous one. Presentation software, so for making visuals, presenting information to people, PowerPoint, computer graphic packages, so maybe like Photoshop, those types of things for making promotional campaigns, maybe making animations, videos for your website, and website design packages. So Wix is the company where you can build your own website with them. So those are some of the brand names. Here's a past paper question. So which computer packages would you use for carrying out these tasks? So presenting market research findings in a sales meeting. So this one would be presentation software or PowerPoint if you wanted to put the brand name, but really we should be using the official names. Storing customer details, so this is going to be a database. Having meetings with suppliers in other countries, so video conferencing there. So use of technology in the workplace. So lots of different functions will use it. Administration, they're going to be writing letters, keeping records of sales and payments on databases. So word processing technology for writing letters. Communication, so emails, think about all the emails that businesses send, but also like the use of their website and their social media to communicate with customers and respond to customers. Recruitment, absolutely loads here. So that you've got to write the job description, the person specification, you've got to post job adverts, you might do do that on social media or your website. You're going to get applications probably through email. You've got to interview candidates. You might do that over video conferencing as well. And then stock control, computerized stock control methods as well. So they keep track of all the stock and they can automatically order from your suppliers if you've run low on things. So last section that I'm going to go through on this video, CAD and CAM. So CAD, computer aided design. So when products are designed using computer software, so it can produce 3D images, details can be stored, transferred to other people can edit the designs, and computer aided manufacture. So this is robotics and automation used to make the products. So benefits, they can speed up, CAD speeds up that design process. You can edit the products. Sometimes some of the programs offer online testing. CAM is going to be used for flow production, so a very efficient method of production with lower unit costs, very highly accurate, both CAD and CAM. And they possibly, CAM in particular, possibly with that automation might mean fewer workers are needed to produce the products, which reduces the cost. Not so good for the employees though. However, they are expensive to set up. You're going to need training to use them, and you might need engineers and technicians with the uptake, the updates, the maintenance of them. You get redundancies when CAM's introduced. So it might actually increase your costs because you've got not only got the increased cost of introducing the CAM, but you've got the cost of redundancy payments as well, and the negotiations with the trade unions. And it doesn't always, CAD, when you're designing it, it's not always accurate. It's not a photograph of the finished product. So very often businesses will create models and prototypes as well. So I know that happens with car manufacturing. So they do a lot of the design on the computer, but they will make an actual prototype just so they can see it in real life. And here's an example of a question. So it's about Toyota and how they use CAD and CAM and how they can improve the production. And it's 4 marks, but it's all of those things. It's just, this one's improve. So it's just looking at those benefits there.